What's going on YouTube? Today's video we're going to be installing the Rally Armor Mudflaps on the WRX. So let's get started. Alright, first things first, we're going to start in the rear. Now, it's a lot easier if you jack the car up and take the rear wheel off. I'm not doing it just because it's a lot of work for me to get the jack out of the shed, and I don't have much room to work underneath my carport, so I'm just going to do it with the wheel on. You can still do it, it's just not as easy. But let's go ahead and get started on the rear. First thing we're going to do is there's a clip under here that I'm just going to pop off real quick. Alright, now you can pull the bumper away a little bit. They supply you with this bracket, and you get a U-clip here. What you're going to want to do is to clip this on, kind of get it at a little bit of an angle, about like this, and then we're just going to work this back behind the bumper. The clip I just removed is going to go in this piece here, and it just sits flush up against that. Okay, so basically to get this metal piece in, you just slip it right here behind the bumper. Just getting close so you can see it. Just comes out this piece here, and then the top slides out. So that U-clip goes right behind this hole. So we'll kind of have to push the bumper in a little bit as we go to tighten this down. Alright guys, if you notice a difference in image or audio quality, it's because this is the third time I've had to switch the GoPro. I've got a Hero 4 black and a Hero 3 silver, or Hero 3 white, and neither one of them can hold a charge. So in the middle of putting this on, it died on me. I'm not 100% sure where we left off. So basically I'll just kind of recap. You slide that bracket in. I know that got caught on the video. You just slide the bracket in, and it juts out in two places. And in those places, I'll move you in real quick so you can see. In those two places, you can just set. It's got two bolts that come off. You just set your mud flap right on those bolts, and then put your nuts on there. Start tightening them down. Now that U-clip I showed you that we put on the bracket in the middle, that's where this screw goes, and that is where it's easier to have this wheel off, because you gotta get a screwdriver in to tighten that screw down. Now I was able to get at an angle and tighten it down enough to where, I mean, it's good to go. Not going to have any issues with it, but it's just a lot easier if you have the wheel off. And then, I mean, it's super easy just to take a wrench here and work in here and get those tightened down. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure these are tightened down enough, this down, and we'll go to the front, and I'll show you a little bit more there. Alright, let's get started on the front. Step one, remove these three clips here. 1, 2, 3. Just pop those out, and actually these won't get reused. I'll save them just in case. Then you can kind of pull this away, and forgive me, I'm having a little trouble. I'm operating one thumb down. Try not to use this one. I sliced half of it off yesterday. Pretty gross. Alright, so get that pulled away. And we've got two of the rounded clips. I believe they call them S clips. They're going to go on top. So go ahead and get those in. Alright, after you get those two on, then you take your U-clip here, and it goes onto your bottom. And you can work this back in place. Alright, now once you have all those in place, take your mud flap. Now this bracket here that they supply, you need to bend it. This is not bent when you get it. So you actually need to bend it facing towards the rear of the vehicle. And this is just so your mud flap's not going to be rubbing on your tire. You don't want that to happen. So this pretty much, when you bend it, just gets that mud flap out of the way. So the bracket goes on front of your mud flap where your logo is. And it lines up with these two bottom holes. And then this hole here, they supply this clip. So what you'll do, go ahead and just pop it on. And now it's good to go. So now once you have that on, now you can go ahead and put your mud flap in. Your long screw that they supply goes to this bottom hole. And one thing you need to remember, they also supply this spacer, and it fits perfectly in this hole here. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I go ahead and just put it right there on the back of your mud flap. Alright, so your two short screws feed into your top two holes. Just go ahead and get that started. And then the next. And get that started. Okay, and then I'll normally start in the middle and just work out from there. This bottom one I'm a little concerned with. That clip just doesn't feel like it's screwing in right, but I've never really had much luck installing Rally Armor Mudflaps. They're great mud flaps, but installing them is just a pain. I mean, I see install videos like Scoobies, and man, they make it look so easy, and then I come and try and do it, and I just got problem after problem. But actually, I guess this clip is good because it's going in. Of course, now I say that, the top one will give me problems. But maybe not. And you don't want to over tighten them like I just did. Okay, I think that's good to go. As you can see, the front's super easy and super fast. I did the other side earlier today, and I mean 30 minutes I was done with the front and the back. I mean, that was without jacking up the rear and taking the tire off. So I mean, of course, jacking it up and taking the tire off adds more time, but the actual install process, if you got that rear tire off, it just goes, the back would probably actually be easier than the front, to be honest, because you've only got one screw you're actually screwing in. You know, the other one's just a pop in plastic little rivet type thing, and then your two bolts at the top and bottom, so that'd be super easy. But yeah, this install wasn't near as bad as I expected it to be, and I think overall it looks great. I'll get you guys some shots of it, and then I'm probably going to wash the car. It's supposed to rain today, but actually it's nice and sunny, so I'm going to take advantage of it and try and get the got washed. So let me let you guys take a look real quick at the finished product. You got your front left, got your left rear, Got your right rear, front driver's side. Alright guys, thanks for watching this install video. Hope you learned something from it. No, it's not the best. Had some issues with the GoPros earlier, but got those sorted out. So hopefully you learned something. If you got any questions, just let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. Please follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Maybe soon I'll be making a Facebook page, who knows. But yeah, please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.